Hello, I'm Mike Valentine. Here is your life purpose guide. The more you make this game your own, that is, the more you pull it into your life, the more relevant it becomes. You might think of it this way. This game is the course you follow, and your life is the curriculum that you take through the course. Bring the game to your life and let it touch what matters to you, and you really could have a miraculous experience. In this guide module, you'll design 6 key plays that are custom to what matters to you. You want to develop activities which will become habits that have a major impact on something important to you. You'll also design the ability to score 3 points each day for each play for taking the actions that you design as part of each play. In your Life Game app, you'll see from the menu at the top left, you can click on Writing My Key Plays. There's a link to the written guide module for this there. You can pause the video now and go there and print it or get a copy up on your screen. Or you might watch this video and it'll give you a solid background for putting your key plays into the app later. The written instructions in the guide module are detailed. This tutorial is more of an overview than a step-by-step process. You'll use these 6 key plays every day during your game, and you can score up to 18 points for them. There are generally 3 types of plays. The first one are progressive plays, where you score 1, 2, or 3 points based on making progress. These empower the ability to score at different levels as you learn and improve in the game. Another type are all or nothing plays, where you score 3 points for one activity or result. These can bring a high level of focus to particular things that you want to emphasize, and that makes a real difference for you in your game. And the last type are buffet plays. They give you options and allow you to be creative within your game and scoring. These plays are really a valuable part of the learning process, and they enable you to learn what you want to learn and improve what you want to improve. So use it to really pull the game into your life and what matters to you. Important things to remember, though, are these are your plays. The only person they need to be right for is you. Your clarity about the spirit of them, the purpose for them, and the way you earn points is really what makes them the key for you. Designing plays with this in mind will empower you to optimize this dimension of your game. Just like you want to have a cool name for your team, remember, my team name is the Fear Hunters. You also want to have cool names for your plays. I'm going to share a few examples of plays. I have a play right now with the name of Feet to Floor. I score 3 points if my feet are on the floor by 5:15 a.m. I score 2 points if my feet are on the floor by 5:45 a.m. And I score a point if my feet are on the floor by 6 a.m. You can see why Feet to Floor is not only a cool name, but it's also appropriate, right? Another example of a play is one I have named Follow Up on Purpose. I score 3 points if all business follow-up is complete at the day's end. I score 2 points if I spent 30 minutes doing business follow-up. I score 1 point if I spent 18 minutes doing business follow-up. So these plays, the cool name, Feet on Floor and Follow Up on Purpose, those are cool names. These are both progressive plays, where the points are based on goals which progress logically. The third type of plays are buffet plays, which give you options to allow for creativity and flexibility within them. With these plays, you create a menu of activities or results that are each worth 1 point. Then you score a point for each one, up to 3 points for the day. For example, a point may be scored for any of these following activities: being on time for work meetings, leaving the kitchen clean at night, shutting down or restarting your computer, paying a direct compliment to your kids or teammates, chewing your food thoroughly for a whole meal. The buffet plays are meant to give you options and keep your game interesting with multiple ways to score. Keeping the number of options limited to 6 or less is a good idea to reduce the learning curve. You can see from these examples, your key plays don't necessarily have to be profound to impact the quality of your game and life. Small changes sustained over time can be more effective than heroic efforts in the short run. In the process, you'll want to brainstorm how you want to use these plays over the 12 weeks of your game. Let's look at what will make this game worth playing for you. In your mind, take a look in your own life. Look to see if there are things in your life that could be new habits to develop, or old habits that you want to replace and move on from. What do you see? What do you want to focus on to move your life forward? There are often many opportunities around what I relate to as the trinity of health. That is, sleep, nutrition, and exercise. Specific types of exercise, food, quality of sleep, what time you sleep, preparing to work out, how you wake up. These can all be made into key plays. Or maybe you want to focus on family and build in acts of kindness, 1 for each child, or 3 for your spouse or partner, or other key people in your life. These are creative ways you can develop your plays. So brainstorm things that come to mind, and when you do it, have no concern for their validity. Just list a bunch of ideas. The guide module will lead you through this. Once you have your brainstorm list, you want to narrow them down. That is, you want to decide 6 things you'd like to improve, maybe dramatically. You could list them in a simple form, completing this sentence. I'd like to improve. One might be your health and fitness, or the connection and intimacy with my sweetie. Maybe you want to improve productivity at work, the way I care for and inhabit my home, the quality and or quantity of time with your kids. Or it could be something really simple, like drinking enough water. You get the idea. Once you have your list of brainstorm ideas, you want to dial them in. You want to narrow these options to 6 objectives or areas of impact in your life. And you're ready to design your key plays. Health and fitness is a good example to design and illustrate each type of play. A progressive play could be, I score 1 point each time I consciously choose healthy food on purpose today. Up to 3 points. Simple. An all or nothing play could be, I score 3 points if I stretch in the morning before coffee. That would be if you wanted to emphasize getting your energy up and your blood pumping before you settle in for your coffee. A buffet play could be, I score 1 point each time I do any of the following, and with any variation, up to 3 points. So it could be 10 jumping jacks scores a point, taking a flight of stairs, touching my toes 12 times. Again, you get the idea. And then another way to use this one is you could do 10 jumping jacks 3 times, and that would be all 3 points for that play. Now we want to get you ready and set to play. The very best way to do this is to print and follow the guide module available in your Life Game app. Click the menu at the top left in the app. Click where it says Writing My Key Plays next to the key icon. Click the link below the video that says Guide Module for Writing 6 Key Plays. I know this is old-fashioned, yet I want to recommend you print it and use the form to handwrite these first. This guide module leads you step by step. There's also something visceral about slowing the mind down to the speed of the pen as you engage this creative and potentially life-changing process. Once you have your 6 key plays, you'll enter them into the app just below the link you used to print the guide module. The instructions include how to enter them in the app. I hope you'll take the time to make this investment in yourself and your life game on purpose. Designing these key plays are the best way to make this game your own, and I really hope you'll do that. One thing to remember is the fastest route to purpose is self-forgiveness and simply running the next play on purpose now. It'll be so much easier if you've designed the plays. And if you get confused or bogged down, you can always come back and rewatch this video. You might even send an email to your team and see if they'd like to get together or join a phone or video call to learn and support each other. The sooner you engage your team, the better it'll be too. All right. Thank you for your time and attention. Thank you for doing what it takes to move your own life forward and for the impact that that's going to have on you and the people you touch. Let's get in the game and play to win.